Hello and welcome to Just with 7 on 7 TV. A lot of people have reasons as to why they broke up in a relationship that they were once excited about. And I'm like, what actually happened? Okay, let me guess. It's a long story, right? Well, I think some of the reasons might actually be expectation, communication, attitude, character, and even money and so on. So today we are going to be talking about mistakes people make in relationship. Just stick around. You definitely learn something. My name is Patience Okai. It's okay to call me Pat Inspires.
Crystal All Day Wipes are manufactured with extreme care and uncompromised attention to quality and hygiene. Our mission is to inspire a healthier lifestyle, increase awareness of personal hygiene solutions, and provide sustainable superior quality products for our customers, their families, and the entire world. Our products come in varieties. Our alcohol wipes, which kill 99% of germs and leave your hands moist and soft. The antibacterial wipes keep your family hygienic, clean, and refreshed. Our baby wet wipes come in various shades and keep your baby's sensitive skin clean, smooth, and natural. We've also got the hand sanitizer spray and our antibacterial sanitary wipes that will kill germs and bacteria effectively without water. All our products are microbiologically tested. To get any of our products within Nigeria, just walk into any store near you and make your purchase. Get your full package of personal care items of our quality products. Crystal All Day Wipes, keeping you clean, safe, and secure.
Welcome back. It's Just with 7, and we are talking about mistakes people make in a relationship. It's high time I introduce to you my Just partners. They are Olachi. Hello, how you doing?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you. Thank you. You too.
Thank you. I'll take your gown.
No problem. It's all yours. And of course, I have Jane Frances.
Hi.
Hi. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
And John Manuel.
Me again, yo.
You guys are welcome to the show. Happy weekend.
Thank you.
Wow, interesting. It's good to have you guys here. We are talking about mistakes people make in relationship. Whoa. Sometimes I actually feel that there is a thin line between relationship and break fast. Breakups. I mean breakups. I have to use break fast because definitely that's probably, yeah, exactly. And probably you served someone breakfast or someone has served you breakfast one way or the
I've been
other.
dishing it out.
Excuse me. Okay.
I'm a very stingy person, so I don't give my breakfast out.
Well, I really want to get something straight now. Is there really a general template when it comes to, what really works in a relationship? A template you can say that, okay, fine, this is what works in every relationship.
Relationships are mysteries, right?
Okay.
You can never, there is what is good, there is what is generally acceptable, right? But to say that there is an exact template that determines what exactly will make a relationship work, it's not really ideal. We can't really say that. Okay. However, there are just some basic rules that I like to tell people that there's a difference between truth and fact, right?
Okay,
so
tell us about that.
Truth might be relative. Your truth and my truth may not be the same, but there are some things that are fact, and fact is globally accepted. Right?
Okay, fact is globally accepted.
Yes, some people would say there are people who would be comfortable with swinging in relationships.
Swinging, you mean?
Okay, so I have a friend of mine. This is hypothetical, it's not real, before you can say.
Okay.
So I'm in a relationship, I got my girlfriend, and I have a friend of mine who is also in a relationship with his girlfriend, and we decide to cross swords.
Crossbreed.
You understand? He gives me his girlfriend, and he takes mine, and everybody's cool with it, and after 1 week, we return it.
I want to get something.
Yeah, it's called
You
swingers,
said
swingers.
your truth might not be another person's
So some
truth.
other
What is
person,
truth
some
to
other
you?
person, like those guys are actually cool with it, right? But if you come to people like me who have sense and have it, if you come and tell me that swinging is okay, like I could be in a relationship with a partner who feels like swinging is no more, there's nothing wrong with being, that kind of thing. I did it in my former relationship, let's do the same thing, and I'm like, come babe, are you? Is something?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. So that's her truth. Swinging for her is good. It's her truth.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, my own truth is that it's not good. Now, what we need to do is establish what is the fact between both of us.
Okay.
Right? That is what I've just made. So there isn't a general template, but I feel that by the time you begin to interact with the person, you can begin to define what your own template as per your own relationship.
But is there anything like,
Well-
do you think there is anything that can be generally acceptable, like what you said, like what really works?
Well, what I can say is that I would say understanding for me. I'm going to say that understanding can really work, because when you understand your partner, things go well. But I know that understanding is kind of some people will be like, it's difficult to understand. You have to make some sacrifices, play some roles before you can really understand your partner very well. But for me, I'm going to say that understanding really works. It works very well. And then in understanding your partner, you have to communicate very, very well with your partner. You have to communicate, especially trying to, when you're in your courtship, and during the courtship, you have to communicate a lot. For that, that is when you know when to understand your partner so much. For me, I would say understanding works.
Okay, so basically for you, you can actually put understanding as part of the general template people
Yes.
should work with.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. So Jomana is saying there is no general template for anything. So do you actually agree with what Jomana said?
You know, all of them are single. So
Oh my God! So
let me take the married woman to
Just in case, she's just advertising me. I'm not cheap there, you know. Let your money go.
Okay. Well, I will agree with both of them.
okay,
There are no general templates to how a relationship should be and what works for a relationship. But there are invisible truths. Like naturally, a man is in love with respect. These are truths. These are things that work for a relationship. I don't know for I won't say 100% of men. I don't know all the men, but I would say that at least 90% of men, respect works in a relationship, love works in a relationship, understanding works in a relationship. Being able to communicate properly is general truth that makes a relationship work. But how the respect is given is what is different.
Yes.
Like for Germano, he's trying to advertise himself. But he might like his woman to come back and cook for him and clean his house. For him, that's respect. He might want, when he's talking, the woman is not saying anything. Keep quiet, let me finish talking. For him, that's respect. For some men, they don't care anything about food. Even if you come back by 10, they would have gone to go and buy their food.
Yeah.
So I think it is relative, but there's some things that are quite factual. Those things like respect, understanding. But how it is communicated is different. For me, I must say, some girls, you might they like to be loved, but the way they are loved is what is different.
Oh.
So when I say I agree with both of them is this. This says you have to understand your partner. So definitely you have to understand your partner. This also said that you have to there is no general rule.
Yeah.
What I mean, what I'm agreeing with both of them is because now there are no general rule, because for Germano, the respect is different from another person. So you cannot use because
And
someone likes
mindset as
something
well.
and do it to another person. That's why some people have problems in their relationship. You broke up with this guy and you enter another relationship. Yes, I know men now. He likes to cook. He likes to do something.
You get into
That's
trouble, actually.
so that's just the difference. But there are static things that are there. So if you understand your man, you know when and how he loves respect.
Exactly. So
You know, there's
Okay.
this thing, when we're talking about respect, you know, there's this, I was talking to someone earlier today, and then I was telling the person that, do you know that there's this kind of feeling that you get from your partner? Let's say he gives you that respect as a lady, you want that respect, and then in return, because of the respect you get from him, you want to give him double of what he was giving you, like
yeah. it's true. You know what? Just like what they say, women are multipliers. You
Yeah.
understand? When you give them one, they
But that
double it up.
motivational quote.
See, it's not a motivational quote, anything. I quite
Let's
agree with
face the
that.
fact. Forget that thing. Women are multiplying anything. Men are multiplying too. You understand what I'm saying?
What are men multiplying?
Wow,
See,
what
you
are
talked
they
about
multiplying?
you talked about facts. At least we have facts to the multiplication that we are
Yeah.
talking about. And I quite agree with what you guys are saying. How to actually give out what works when it comes to understanding, and also, it's nice. I love the fact that you stated all these things. You're actually coming from the married perspective. Anyway, it's all good how it works, when it works, who it works for, and so a lot of things goes around that. But I want to also ask this particular person: is it legit or probably a misconception that relationship affects, like environment affects relationship? For example, let me actually state an example. For example, relationship that is actually good, it's successful, it's growing, everything is just fine, and they decide to leave Nigeria to another location, let's just say US, and all of a sudden things are no longer working together, probably for some reasons best known to them, and another relationship that was not even working at all in a particular location, but once they leave that location, it works. So a whole lot of things people just want to understand. Is it that it's now an issue to change location? How does it really affect?
Well, I would say that distant relationship can cause can be of different things to people. Like you can come in a different way to people. Like there are some people that distant relationship can work for them.
Okay.
And there are some people that distant relationship can't work for them. There are people that I know that they are in a distance relationship and it's working perfectly well for them. Whereas there are people that once they are in a distance relationship, everything
never works.
Everything has already crashed.
So it's more like those people identifying what really works for them, so that they can actually be able to, blend it.
Yeah.
The truth is this.
Okay.
We have seen it in the news. We have watched it in the movies. We have heard it in stories. Even birds flying have told us once in a while that sometimes it is almost too difficult that you have a partner who leaves this climb and goes to another, and the relationship still stays without something going on.
Okay.
We've also been told, many people even warn, Olga, if you're traveling out of the country and you carry your Nigerian babe, just get ready to lose her. Those things can be, but in the end, it all depends on each person's
individual
character. Right?
Character,
I'm going to
yes.
look at this from two perspectives. We're looking at it from the general, this whole normal story thing. You take a person out there, a guy can cross over and then he decides to follow one Oyibo because he wants a green card or whatever. All of these things could impact a relationship negatively or positively. But there is also the psychological aspect of it. It is a fact, it's a known fact that your environment can affect the way you think, the way you process things.
Even in your relationship.
Even in a relationship, the environment where you find yourself. I know somebody who would be, when the person is in a familiar terrain, right? The person is just anyhow. But when the person comes to a place where, like, they are not really known, you find that the person is more focused, more. So if you bring that into a relationship, this is a psychological thing. And your psychology or the state of your mind affects almost everything that you're involved in. Whether it's your relationship, whether it's your business, it's your job, whatever, your personal life with your parents and whatever. So it is very possible that that guy who's planning to take the lady out might look